Most people looking for a new computer don't need a machine that can render 3D graphics or edit 4K video. Yet the market is flooded with overpriced hardware that tries to do exactly that. This NIAKUN laptop takes a different approach by focusing on the basics, and honestly, it's refreshing to see something that just wants to be a reliable tool for getting things done. When you first pull it out of the box, the first thing you notice is the weight. At just over 3.5 pounds, it's surprisingly easy to toss into a backpack without feeling like you're carrying a brick around campus or to the office. The silver finish gives it a clean, professional look that doesn't scream for attention, which is a nice change of pace. Now let's talk about the screen. It's a 15.6-inch display with a full HD resolution, and for this price point, the clarity is actually quite decent. The colors aren't going to blow your mind if you're a professional photographer, but for typing up documents, browsing the web, or catching up on a show during a lunch break, it's perfectly sharp. One of the more interesting design choices here is the 180-degree hinge. It's one of those features you don't think you need until you're sitting in a meeting or a study group, and you need to lay the screen flat to show someone across the table what you're looking at. It feels sturdy enough, though you'll want to be mindful of the plastic chassis. It's durable for daily use, but it's not exactly built like a tank. Under the hood, it's running an Intel Pentium processor paired with 8 GB of RAM. If you're expecting to run heavy creative software, you're going to be disappointed, but for the intended audience, students and office workers, it handles multitasking surprisingly well. You can have a dozen browser tabs open, a word processor running, and a music stream going without the thing throwing a fit. The 256 GB SSD keeps boot time snappy, which is a huge relief compared to the old mechanical drives we used to deal with. The battery life is rated for about 6 hours, which is fine for a morning of classes or a few hours of focused work at a coffee shop, though you'll definitely want to keep the charger handy for longer days. It's a bit of a bummer that it doesn't push into that 8 or 10-hour range, but that's the trade-off for the portability. Connectivity is actually a strong point here. You get a couple of USB 3 ports, a mini HDMI, and even a card slot, so you aren't constantly hunting for dongles just to plug in a mouse or a thumb drive. What really stands out is the peace of mind the company is offering. A 2-year warranty and a 6-month return policy is a bold move, and it shows they're standing behind the hardware. It's a straightforward, no-nonsense machine. It isn't trying to be the fastest or the flashiest device on the market, but for someone who just needs a reliable, ready-to-go Windows 11 machine for school or work, it hits the mark without breaking the bank. It's a solid, practical choice if you're tired of overpaying for features you'll never actually use.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.